Welcome friends, Boone here from Elliott Wave Pro. Last week, everything pretty much went exactly to plan. All the structures played out nicely, so it was a really nice trading week. So if we start with DXY, last week I was looking for this wave down, we got that, and then I was looking for this for a running or expanding flat. It turned into an expanding flat. So this week, we're getting a little buy set up here. So this week, I think we're going to get some dollar strength. So pretty much on the majors, we'll be looking for weakness. Well, USD strength. So in here, looks like we'll get some sort of a little flat in here. Might come down here and then take off. Once we get to this 100 fib, it'll tell us if it's going to continue on or it's going to reverse. Now, we don't know if it's going to reverse yet or not. So if you're not in the buy down here, like there's a little buy set up down here. If you're not in the buy, it's going to start to get risky because all the A, B, C, all the C has to do is break the top of wave A. Now, it's already done that in wave C. So we have to look to see if we get reverse or it continues on. I'm looking for it to continue on. I think there is a little bit more to go. Okay. I should take that off. And the 100 fibs just up here. So if we go to AU, I'll put out a trading view idea on AU. We had a little correction in here for an ABC, the first and second target. If you're in that, just keep your stop loss at the high here. And yeah, first and your second target. EU, I put out an idea as well. This one's not playing. I'm in this trade. I'm still in it. It still hasn't taken out my stop, but it's very close to taking out my stop. But I still think that even if it does take my stop out, I'll look for. I might just give a larger correction. But this is looking very choppy, so I do think eventually we'll break and go down and hit the targets. Hopefully we do hit the targets. Like I said, the wave C is already broken below the wave A, so it may be over, but looking at the price action, this is very choppy. So I am looking for more downside. GU, again, played out exactly how I was looking. We're getting this C down. Here's 100 fib. You get little flags and that you can sell, but we are getting that bullish divergence, so you got to have to be careful. Ideally, you want the first break, like you want the first trade, and just stay in that first trade. And then if you get more flags, well, then you can add. But if you didn't get the first one, you shouldn't really be adding or taking a trade because it becomes risky. Because this can reverse at any time. We do have that bullish divergence, etc. So NU, exactly the same. It's playing out exactly how I was looking. I was looking for this move up. We got an expanding flat in here. Move down. We got a correction. We got a break. Look for that more downside before we get possibly more upside. So it will tell us what it's going to do around down here, whether it's going to continue or just reverse. Okay, so we don't know what it's going to do yet. If you're in the trades, just hold them and take half off at the 100 fib and let the rest run. Or if you get a buy set up, so if price comes down here and then goes up here, gives you get out a half here and then gives a bull flag, we'll get out the second half and then look for that buy. Okay. UY, exactly the same. I'll put out an idea on this on TradingView as well. So H4 idea. So ideally, I'd like to see this 100 fib here hit. Now, we are still in this B wave. So this B wave may not be over. It may turn into an expanding flat. But either way, we're going to get this C down. I'm looking for this C down. Okay. So pretty much, I wouldn't be looking for the buy on this. We got that sharp impulse down. All this is corrective. Now, whether it's a running or an expanding flat, we don't really know. Now, I didn't get in on this trade because if we have a look on the H1, it never gave me the setup to sell. I put out the sell setup on TradingView around here somewhere. And I was looking for a bear flag or correction to sell. Now it didn't give me that. Instead, it just went straight up. So it hasn't actually given me a sell yet. Sell setup to get into that trade. But look for that sell, whether it's expanding or running. Look for the sell on that USD Japan. Sheffy, again, pretty much exactly like I said last week. We got this move down and we're starting to move. I'm looking for this move up now. So we haven't got the flag break yet. We got the flag break and then it just comes straight back under. But all this is still a flag or a correction, sorry. But look for that sell. If you'll probably have to go onto the lower time frames. It looks like it's giving a little sell here, so we'll probably get another one down. Go onto the lower time frames, draw your trend line, wait for the break, little flag, correction, and then buy. UCAD. Now this is going exactly as I said last week as well. Said look for that buy. It's pretty much the same on all these majors. So this one's playing out really nice. Wait for the 100 fib. Take off half at the 100 fib. And wait to see if it keeps on going. Like if it gets to the 161.8, I'd be start to looking to take the second half off, the rest of the trade, and then wait for a correction. So if price does come up here, wait for that correction, similar to this size correction, and then wait for that Z up or wave 5, however you want to look at it. Gold. Last week I said we're in here. We were in here somewhere last week. I said we're going to go up and break this top. Now we've gone up and broken that top, and we do have a lot of divergence here. I still don't think this is over. This wave C up is over, like the A, the B, and this is a C up. I still don't think this is over. If we go down onto the lower time frames, I put out this in the group, this little correction in here. So I do think on the shorter shorter term, I think we'll definitely go up and break this top here. But I'm more interested in the sell because we're starting to get all that divergence. We're at a high. You can take these buys. If you're an experienced trader, you can take the buys, but start to be careful, because like even on here, we're starting to get, if this breaks a high here, we're going to get more divergence. So so you'll have to be careful. I'm more interested in the sell. So I'll wait for this top to be broken. This top to be broken. Whatever it does, I want an impulse down and bear flag or correction to sell. But like I said, you can take the buys. You can keep on buying on here. I don't think we have bearish divergence just yet. No, we don't. So you can still take this buy, but once we start to get divergence, you really have to be careful. WTI. This was something I put in the group. So we got a little bit more move down in here. On M15, we got a Z down. So then we got this move up here. I'm looking for this. So I'll just clear it. I should have cleared all the chart. But that's basically the structure I'm looking at. I'm looking for a larger structure on WTI before I look for that buy, for the longer term buy. So if I get here, an A, looking for the B, and looking for that C down. So we'll probably get something like this A, and then for the A, B, C. Once we get down here at the 100 fib, wherever this 100 fib is, it's way in advance at this stage. We're just looking at the possible structure here. But we're in a B wave. We got a deep retrace in here. So yeah, this is sort of the structure I'm looking for. I want to wait for this C down, and then I'll look for that buy. I'm more interested in the buy than the sell. I will probably scalp a few sells, but yeah, I'm more interested. This is going to be the larger impulse. Probably won't happen until the end of the week, or even the following week, until we get this buy. So you'll just have to be patient on WTI at this stage. Bitcoin, last week we were in here. I had a trend line drawn in here, and we had that breakout. I said, look for that buy, and I said, like at the 100 fib, take off half, and I'm looking for that top to be broken. So now, I also said last week that if you go back and watch my video, you'll see that I said you want to take half off at the 100 fib, because it can turn into a larger structure, this structure here. And that's exactly what it did. It gave us this wave down. Now, this wave down's still not finished either, because this is probably a running flat in here, or it could be expanding, or a running flat for more downside. So if you want, you can scalp the buy, but move it to break even, because more than likely this wave C down is not over. Okay, and we got a larger structure in here. So yeah, you're gonna have to be careful on this one. It was playing the game, because you shouldn't, if you took this buy in here, you took that buy in there where I said to take that buy, you definitely wouldn't have lost money out of that. Even if it didn't get out of the 100 fib, if you're seeing this, well, you would have got out anyway. There was a sell there for that. So I think we'll get that, some sort of a running more than likely a running flat, and then we'll get one more down, draw your trend line, wait for the break, full flag, then buy. So pretty easy stuff, really. If you're still having trouble finding structure and learning price action, and you're not profitable, but you're really keen to learn, by all means, send us an email. Send us an email, join the group. In the group, I give updates all the time, and I go into the analysis a lot more than what I can on YouTube. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this this analysis, and trade safe, and I'll see you out there next week. Enjoy.